Okay, are we live here? Hello everyone, I think we should be live. Let me see if my sound is coming through correctly for you fellas. But I think it should be, I think I've set up everything correctly. Okay, yeah, it is coming through. Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing fine in this Sunday. Please let me know if my background music is too loud. I can mess with the volumes if it is needed. So let me know there. And hello there, Trolleyfish. And congratulations, Trolleyfish, on winning second place on Seasonal Lander. That's excellent. Hello there, also Newton and Dominic and Nine. Hello there, and Misa also there as well on the chat. Very nice to have you fellas here, my friends. I really appreciate your presence. And let's play some TF2 and have some fun together. Today I will be playing at the London server, as you can see. The IP is also in the stream description, so feel free to copy that IP. It's also up there in the corner, you see, but it is in the description, so feel free to copy and paste it here if you fellas don't know how to join community servers. You can do so by coming here in Find a Game, Community Servers, and in your favorites tab, you click on this button here, Add a Server. And then you paste in the IP you copied here, and it will show up in this window for you to pick and connect. So feel free to come play with us, it will be a lot of fun. Even if you are not from Europe, feel free to play with us, because there's people from all around the world who connect to my servers, and it is okay to play with high ping, so no worries there. Hey, hello there, Migatuga and Dr. Kebab, and also Nicole, hello there, Henselt, hello Henselt. Inspector saying greetings there, very nice. And Zofek, hello my friends. Newton finally got his unusual. What unusual was it, Newton? Let us know. Very nice, you got your unusual hat there. I really enjoy the look of most unusuals. I think they are pretty unique. And you know, it is kind of a hindrance when you think about it, because you become sort of a bigger target when you are using an unusual. Like, people will try to focus on you because they will feel like, you know, you are a good player because you have an unusual. There's sort of a misconception like that, and Uncle Leo here with the Caber, as I can see. Good luck getting some Caber kills today, my friend. Very nice to see you using the Caber. But yeah, there's that misconception that players who are using unusuals are better, you know, or play well, or are more experienced, and that's not necessarily true. So, you know, I myself, because I'm also a YouTuber, I tend to see a lot of people trying to focus me when I'm playing. You're less grape. This wasn't your day, you're less grape. But you gave it an honest shot. You tried your best there, and I commend you for that. Always nice to see you fellas trying out your best, like Uncle Leo here. And Heavy is such a tank, you know, you can tank so much damage, especially using the Dalakos bar, as I'm doing right now. I really like it. But yeah, regardless of making you a big target, unusuals are fun, you know, and I feel like it is pretty cool to try and come up with sort of a signature loadout, you know, on TF2. It can be quite expensive depending on what you want for yourself, but it is a lot of fun. I myself like doing that, for sure. Migatuga is saying it there. Professor, just out of curiosity, the handball club I play, Benfica, it is a club in Portugal, I think, signed a handball player from the Taubaté handball club. For the professional team. That's very interesting, Migatuga. Very interesting curiosity there. For those of you who don't know, I'm from a town here in Brazil called Taubaté. That's the town that Migatuga is saying there. So your local handball team there in Portugal hired a player from my hometown. That's so cool. That's very cool, Migatuga. Very nice to see people from Taubaté, you know, going over the ocean there to Portugal to play handball. Pretty cool, pretty nice. You know, my town also actually has a pretty good sports tradition. We have very good handball and volleyball players here. You know, the volleyball and handball teams from my town are actually pretty good here in Brazil. You know, handball and volleyball aren't such big sports here in Brazil, you know, our national sport, so to speak. Ah, you got a hit there, my friend. Okay, let's give you that kill. You deserved. You deserved. Leo and Petra also got the kill there, but Uncle Leo hit me with the caber. You deserved, my friend. So yeah, the national sport here in Brazil is football, soccer, you know, for those of you in the US. But we also have a pretty good handball and volleyball team here. So nice to see, you know, Migatuga. Nice to see Benfica will be, you know, using our skills, our legendary skills here from Taubaté. And I see that Soldier is using the Righteous Bison, the best weapon in the game. I hope he gets lots of kills with it. And now got me with the rock launcher, okay. So yeah, pretty cool. And Dominic's talking about the Jarretti. He was talking about it before the stream started. And even the last week on stream he was explaining why he thinks that the Jarretti is overpowered. So yeah, I think that the Jarretti and Bushwhacker is an unbalanced combo. Yeah, it might be, but it is fun, you know, and I don't know, whenever I die to a sniper with the Bushwhacker, I don't feel like I was, you know, cheated or something like that. So I think it is fair game, even if it is a bit unbalanced. So that's my personal opinion at least. I remain saying, I forgot you were streaming today. I'll try and prepare something special. No worries, hey man, no worries. Just you being here is enough for me, but come play with us if you are available. It would be nice, it would be very cool. And Migatuga is saying that Heavy is his favorite class to play, a more relaxed TF2 style of play. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Migatuga. You know, I know that for some people Heavy can be quite stressful because of snipers and spies, especially. You know, you always have to be paying attention so you don't die, you know, a poor death to a headshot or a backstab or something like that. But I myself also find playing Heavy a bit more relaxing than other classes. I think it is because there aren't many, you know, game mechanics involved with Heavy. Almost all the other classes have more gimmicks and mechanics that you have to, you know, be mindful about when playing. With Heavy simply, you know, you jump up and spin, yeah, and around corners, you do this. And then you don't push your luck, you know, you don't try to rush the enemy or anything. More like you position yourself to make the enemy come towards you. That's, I think, a good way of playing Heavy, and it's quite relaxing for sure. You don't have to worry about doing that much. That's my impression about Heavy as well. It's a more relaxed play style, I think. And because you have so much HP, especially if you are playing with a medic on your team, and your medic is actually helping you out, it can be quite relaxing because you can get away with a lot because of your high health pool, you know. So it is a pretty good class. I wouldn't say it is a good class for noobs, for new players, because, you know, you will get picked very often by snipers and spies if you are not aware about them, like new players usually are. Uncle Leo managed to get another hit with the caber. Okay, let's give him the kill there. You deserve, my friend. The Ulapu caber isn't anymore a one-hit kill, but I'll try to honor that because it is very hard getting kills with the caber, and just getting a hit I think is enough. So pretty good job, my friend, pretty good. Especially since I'm playing as Heavy and I can shoot you before you even reach me, and, you know, kinda like ruin your charge. That's a problem for them, oh man, for sure. So yeah. What else are you saying there? Let me check here on chat before I go to the front lines. Newton saying about the unusual. I got a well-wrapped hat with orbiting planets effect. Very interesting. Combination of hat and the effect, Newton. Pretty cool. The orbiting planets effect is one that I actually quite like, you know. I prefer other orbiting effects. For example, I have the orbiting Team Fortress logo for my soldier loadout, but the orbiting planets is a fun one for sure. Pretty good looking hat you got there. Come on the server if you can, Newton, to show it up to us. I would like to see it personally. Would be pretty cool, pretty nice. What else? What else are you saying? My fellas are talking the Liberty Launcher. Hansel saying there. Liberty Launcher panic attack and escape plan is a lot of fun. With the mad DPS, with switching between the two weapons like with Pyro. Yeah, that's a cool loadout for sure. You know, any soldier weapon you can switch quickly. And we got a sniper here. With the panic attack is a lot of fun, you know. There are some loadouts even. I think it was with the airstrike that involve you jumping with one rocket, then unloading your clip, and then when you touch the ground, you automatically switch. Well, not automatically, but you know, you quickly switch to the panic attack, and you do some. I got another one, my friend. Pretty nice. And there's an ambulance here on my street. I don't know if you fellas heard the siren, but I hope everything is okay with whatever is going on outside. But yeah, then when you touch the ground, you switch to the panic attack and you unload all your shots. I used to play like that for a while. I think I saw High GPS doing that loadout one time, and I really liked the idea. This is a spy. I think it is a spy. Let's see. Yeah, it was a spy. Okay, Capoeira player. Ah, Capoeira player, it's been a while since I've seen you here. Very nice, my friend, very nice. And I'll check chat in just a sec, fellas. Just a sec. Let's try to do something here because I'm on a streak. Okay, let's try to punish Misa here. Yeah, I recognized you for your unusual, my friend. And that's what I mean, you know, what I meant with... Uncle Lewis is doing some work with the caber. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So yeah, that's what I meant with how you can craft a personal style with an unusual hat, you know. That people can see you from afar and recognize you. Which is both a blessing and a curse, you know. It's very neat, but also makes people... Ah, another one! Another... Okay, finish me off. Yeah, you deserve that. You deserve it. And then just killed himself there. A lot of fun to see you play with the caber, my friend. So yeah. What else are you saying there? Let me see here. Let's see. Ah, He-Man saying that he'll be keep it simple today and go with the Manham loadout. Okay, that would be a lot of fun, my friend. That would be nice. And Dominic saying the Jarrett is far more harming Spy's existence than the Razorback ever did before. Yeah, you know. But I think if you are a good spy, you can avoid getting Jarrett, you know. If you are actually doing what you're supposed to do as spy, then they won't even see you coming, you know. So if you get Jarrett on, then probably it is because you did something wrong, you know. Because if you were doing it right, the sniper would not have seen you coming. So that's my opinion. Again, I have nothing against the Jarrett, Dominic. But I think you have some fair points there, for sure. They make sense. And Wrecking Ball is saying there, playing heavy is more relaxing than playing sniper. I agree with you. Sniper is actually very stressful for me. My wife likes playing sniper whenever she used to play the game. And she really liked that class, but whenever I play sniper, I'm like, okay, let's just give this a try and let's not stress about it. Which really is how I play all classes, but you know, even more with sniper, because I feel like other snipers tend to be very tryhardy, and that's not a bad thing. They're playing the game properly, you know, as the game should be played for the objective. But I don't know. I feel like it's not a lot of fun to hang in the back of your team, you know, getting some kills here and there, and getting constantly headshot by the other snipers. So that's perhaps because I'm a bad sniper, but I prefer playing other classes. My favorite one for sure is Soldier. So Soldier, I think, has so much diversity of play styles, you know, and you have so much options with different weapons that it is hard to get bored playing soldier, you know. I think Pyro is kind of like that as well, you know. That there's a lot you can do with that class. And I'm gonna die here, okay. But another one I really enjoy is Demoman. You know, I'm not a very good Demoman, but I like playing Demoman. And Scout. I also really like Scout. Scout has less diversity, I think, but the core Scout gameplay is just so good that it is a lot of fun, you know. I always have a good time playing Scout. I really like it. Okay, where? Ah, they're coming from here, okay. You see, I'm glad I ate that Dalotos bar here, so I could tank those rocket shots. Let's try to do some damage here around the corner, yeah, and I'm dead. Okay. Petra is almost full health, so I did a bad job there. What else are you saying there? Let me see here. And Spy Yoshi is saying, have you heard of the hashtag Remember Freedom Half-Life event? No, I have not, Spy. Explain it to me what it is. Another cool hashtag to pressure Valve or just to show appreciation for Half-Life games, you know? Let me know, explain it to me what that hashtag is about. Pretty cool. And Inspector is saying, I recently got into using the disciplinary action because of a new soldier gimmick I came up with. More on that later. Okay, I'm interested. That whip is surprisingly fun to play with, especially for spy checking. Yeah, it is very useful, not only because of the speed boost you give your teammates and you yourself get, but also because it has increased range. If I'm not mistaken, you can hit further with the disciplinary action than with that's a spy, yeah. With other soldier melee weapons. And that's very useful actually, especially when you are fighting Demomen who have the swords or, you know, those long-reaching melee weapons. But for spy checking, it is also great because you can really tell if someone is not from your team because they don't get the speed boost. And you actually do damage to them when you hit them. So that's a very neat use of the disciplinary action. I think I have one, even with professional kill streak. Let me see here. Yeah, I've even put professional kill streaks on my disciplinary action. I really like this soldier loadout I have, all with the white tiger puffed war paint. You know, it is pretty cool. So I appreciate that weapon a lot. It is great. Very nice. What else are you saying there? Hey, Fitzgerald is there. Hello, Fitz. Glad to have you here. And Musguy is back from Korea. I missed TF2 a ton. Lol. I'm glad you are back, Musguy. Were you traveling on vacation or something like that? Very nice. Korea sounds like a very interesting country to visit. Pretty cool. I wish I could visit, you know, the Orient someday, like Japan, China, Korea. Perhaps other countries like Vietnam, you know, those countries have a very interesting history, and you know, they are very culturally rich. So I'd like to visit them someday. Glad to have you here, Musguy. We missed you, my friend. I say, I actually just got done recording a video when I realized my mic was off for half of the voiceover. That happened to me more than once, Musguy. Don't worry, it happens. It sucks that you have to re-record it, but it happens. Don't worry about it. And Joker Miles is there. Hello there, Joker Miles. Was eating some hamburger with French fries. Pretty cool. I also really enjoy hamburgers. Very nice. Glad to have you here. Good afternoon, as El Capoeira player is there on chat. Well, he is also playing with us here. Glad to have you here, my friends. And Fitzgerald is asking about the map we were previously on. Yeah, it was, Fitzgerald. I don't know what is the name of the Halloween map, but we were playing the regular version of that map, you know. It is a King of the Hill map. And I actually like that Scout's gonna try to backcap us. I actually like the regular version. Ah, come on, Petra. A lot more than the Halloween version, you know. I think Valve should add the regular version of the maps alongside the Halloween maps, you know, even if it is just temporary, like they do with CSGO. CSGO has sort of like temporary community map pools, you know, those maps are not permanently in the game. So I think it would be nice for TF2 to do something like it, you know. Kind of like we have Screen Fortress, and right after Screen Fortress, we get a small update with the regular maps of that event. And after like a month, they disappear from the casual matchmaking, you know. That would not be a bad thing to do, in my opinion. Especially because then we would have those maps officially added into the game, and I as a come on, that loadout is also great, hey man. The man hand, actually. That's a lot of fun to play heavy like that. Come on, stop there for a while. Trolleyfish backstab me, come on. But yeah, I think that would be a neat thing to do. What do you think, fellas? Hey, hello there, Dean. Glad to have you here as well. It's been a while. Nice to have you here, my friend. Saying there, my favorite game of all time since childhood. And it is still my favorite game, Crash Bandicoot. Crash Bandicoot is a lot of fun, for sure. A lot of fun. Pretty nice. I played most of Crash Bandicoot 3. That one I think I completed. Not 100%, but I played until the last level. And then I got bored of it and quit playing it. But I played a lot of Crash Bandicoot 2 on the PlayStation. I never finished it, but I used to have a lot of fun playing it. So yeah. And Hansel's saying there, Soldier is such a fun loadout because it reminds me of playing Quake, which is awesome. Yeah, you know, I think Soldier is kind of like the standard arena shooter class, you know. Because it is mostly based on Quake, you know, especially the rocket launcher mechanics and rocket jumping and stuff like that. And I have to remind myself to use my melee weapon more because I'm using a skin for the gloves of running urgently. So this bread here is a skin for that. If I were using it, I don't think Trolleyfish would be able to backstab me as easily like that, so I have to pay attention. Yeah, you see? There you are, speaking of the devil, here he is. Okay, got to this time, but was this a dead ringer? I'm not sure actually. No, I think it isn't, he's still dead. Okay, so it wasn't a dead ringer, good. That's good to know. You see, fool me once, it's my fault. Fool me twice, it's the opposite. Fool me once, then that's on you. Fool me twice, then that's on me. I think that's the correct saying there. I was a bit confused there. But okay, I'm getting old, fellas. Bear with me, please. Alright, there's a scout on the middle point. Let's go protect it. Let's stop this capture here. Yeah, at least so they have to pay attention. Yeah, and we managed to win. Very nice. You see, teamwork. Teamwork gets the job done. Always fun to be able to count on my teammates. Very nice. So yeah, what else are you saying there? Let me see. Hansel's also saying, each class is like playing a different game. Yeah, that's completely true, Hansel. And I think that's one of the things that make TF2 so enjoyable, you know. Not only you have a huge diversity of play styles by, you know, switching up loadouts on your favorite class, but you also have 9 classes to play with. And, you know, considering every one of them has at least one sub loadout or something like that, one different way to play it, that makes the game last a lot longer. There's a spy here. Where is the spy? I think no, is it? No, it isn't. That's the... come on, Trolleyfish is so sleek. No wonder you got second place on Seasonal Lander, Trolleyfish. Very nice. It was yeah, Seasonal Lander is Highlander, isn't it? So 9 versus 9. Were you playing spy or heavy on it, Trolleyfish? Let me know there on chat. I'm curious. Because I know you are also a very good heavy. So that's very nice. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, my friend. But yeah, you know, TF2 is one of those games that really will not ever die, you know. It is so diverse and you can just do a lot in it. And you know, it is excellent. Great game. Hey, Hovi Sniper is also there. Hello, Hovi. Glad to have you here, Hovi. Very nice. I'm doing fine. And what about you? Pretty cool. Fitzgerald is talking about other maps that are Halloween maps and have standard visuals. He's talking about Cough Bagel. Yeah, that's a very good one actually. I wish it got officially added into the game. You know, Cough Bagel, for those of you who don't know, is the regular version of Cauldron, as Fitzgerald was saying there on chat. It is pretty nice. Fitz is gonna edit a video. Okay, good editing for you, Fitz. Go edit. Pretty nice. Oh no, I know we're gonna play Woodsville. You fellas really like playing Woodsville on stream. I don't know if you fellas do this to punish me, or if you actually enjoy Woodsville, but regardless, okay, let's have some fun with Woodsville. I think I'll play Sniper with the Huntsman, since we are on a goofy map. Let's play with a goofy loadout as well. You know, to be fair to Woodsville, last time I played here, I actually had a lot of fun with you guys. So it's not my favorite map, you know, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It used to be worse, for sure. Uncle Leo also switched to his Smismas loadout here, very nice. And Da Vinci here with his unusual, pretty cool, pretty cool. Very nice. Trolleyfish was playing heavy, did decent with him. No, you were an excellent heavy, Trolleyfish. Very skilled, very nice. What else are you saying there, fellas? I don't remember if was it Spyoshi? Yeah, Spyoshi. I didn't see Spyoshi explaining to me the hashtag there on chat. I don't know if you did send a message, Spyoshi, but it didn't show up for me. So yeah. What else are you saying there? Wrecking Ball is saying, if Valve let TF2 had another community update, the community could possibly fix a lot of issues in the game. I agree, Wrecking Ball. I think TF2 needs another community update. You know, even if Invasion had sort of like some drama attached to it, you know, in the organization of the update, I think the community deserves another chance at it. Would be nice for sure. And Banana Man is asking if I plan on doing a video on Open Fortress in TF2 Classic. Probably not, Banana Man. You know, I don't even play much video games, you know, throughout my week. I mostly play TF2 and 7 Days to Die off stream, but on stream I usually play TF2 only. And I know that that Open Fortress and TF2 Classic are TF2 mods, and I actually really like Open Fortress, but I don't think I'll be making a video on them, you know. I don't know, just not feeling like it currently. Perhaps someday in the future, but right now I don't feel like it. I'm actually working on my next discussion video, and I will be mentioning TF2 Classic and Open Fortress on it, but it will not be about those games, you know. But by all means, I encourage you fellas to try out those mods. You actually should do that, you know, before Valve decides they actually... I'm dead here. They actually want to get rid of those mods, because they are infringing Valve's copyright, you know, by using leaked code from a build of TF2 that got leaked, I think, in 2013 or something like that. I'm not sure about the year, but those mods use leaked source code. And they could get shut down by Valve at any time, you know. I don't really think Valve will do that right now, but they are at a risk of suffering that sort of thing. And this is one of my pet peeves with this map, you see? This is one of the things I wish that got fixed. It means nothing, it is minor, but it annoys me. You know, all you have to do is kind of like push the stuff here to the side a little bit more. Or perhaps, you know, put the refrigerator here on this or something like that. I don't know, I just think it looks unprofessional. You know, and not that this is a professional map by any means, you know. But it's the small things, you know. I think they really make a difference. That sniper died there, okay. And there is Hey Man there in the far corner. And this is a spy, yeah. But that was a dead ringer. I'm sure. Yeah, you see here we have all those spies. No. You cannot backstab me if I turn around quickly. You see, I died to the rocket, not to the backstab. So yeah. What else are you saying, fellas? Hey man, say, let's see how quickly this map gets switched. I don't have hope anymore. Hey man, I abandoned all hope when I went to Woodsville. And Hobby Sniper is saying there, I'm good. I was thinking of perhaps doing a trailer of the episode 2 of my Source Filmmaker Lurking Shadows. Yeah, I saw you asking that on Twitter, Hobby. I think you should make a trailer for sure, you know. And you know, you should not really put that much effort into the trailer. You know, make a cool trailer, but don't really overstate, you know, the trailer. But I think you should do it. It is something you can do to kind of like make some hype around the release of the animation. And that's always a good thing to do when you were just about to release a large project. Perhaps one thing you could do also, Hovi, is start, you know, publishing some GIFs of, you know, sections of your animations on Twitter to kind of like build that hype even more. That's something I noticed with my games. You know, I just uploaded another game project yesterday, and it isn't a full game, but it is kind of like Salgado with the headshot. It is kind of like a tool for people who are making games in Pico 8. I released yesterday, and this time, instead of kind of like just publishing a link to it, or saying, I released something, you know, just something like that, and then the link. What I actually did was to capture a GIF from the tool working, and then I published the GIF to that GIF on my social media accounts, and the link to it on a comment to the tweet or the Reddit post that I used to share that tool around. And I got a lot more responses like that. You know, I could have just shared the link to it, but because it was a GIF, you know, an animation, it catches people's attention, and they stop scrolling. Ha! Got you there. They stop scrolling through the feed to take a look. And those of you who are interested enough will click the link to check it out. So perhaps, you know, we should start doing that with our long-term video projects. You know, I'm thinking about doing something like that with my next commentary video. Instead of whenever it is ready and I share links to it on Twitter, for example, or Reddit, instead of just sharing the link to that, I think I'll probably capture a small part of the video and share it as a standalone video, and then put the link to it on a comment below. You know, our experience with that, you know, just an idea for you fellas who have channels, you know, and for you, Hovi, especially for you, Hovi, because you work with animations, you know, you can really showcase your work like that. And from a large project, perhaps you can cut like, you know, 5 or 6 GIFs and promote that project for a month, you know. I think that would be an interesting thing to do here, an idea for you. Yeah, that's a very good idea you're saying there. Thanks so much. I didn't think about it on my own. It's just something that I saw other game developers doing, especially on Twitter. And I thought it was really an interesting way to showcase your work. So yeah. What else are you saying there? Let me see. I'm going back to playing heavy now. Since we got out of Woodsville. And people want to play 2 Fort Invasion. That's not a bad map, actually. But I think people don't want to play 2 Fort. So yeah. An Inspector is saying there, my gimmick, that soldier gimmick he was talking about, consists of using the whip with the new cosmetics based on Inspector Zenigata. The one from Lupin III, I think it is. And he's known for throwing handcuffs tied to a rope, similar to a cowboy, onto the bad guys to arrest them. That's a fun gimmick. I have to watch that anime someday. It sounds like a very fun anime, for sure. What else are you saying there? Let me see here. Let me see. Hi, Capoeira player is saying, I've come back. I was taking pictures with my family. Ah, very nice, Capoeira player. Glad to see you are enjoying your family. That's a very important thing to do for sure. No, you want to go back to Woodville? No, fellas. About taking pictures, I actually bought recently. Actually, my wife bought it for me. A printer for kind of like a printer for those small. Let me help this sniper out here. Let's help him out. Okay. And now a medkit for you, Mr. Sniper. I want to help you. I want to be useful. I don't want to be a hindrance for my teammates. And Uncle Leo now with the ham, okay. Giving up on the caber. But you did a fine job with the caber there, my friend. You honored caber players all around the world. Somehow I knew Trolleyfish was gonna pop out behind me. I think it is my sixth sense that warned me there. But yeah, I somehow knew a spy would come behind me. Nah, okay, for a sec I thought that scout was a spy also. But it isn't. And I thought that soldier was an enemy soldier, but it isn't as well. Okay. But yeah, as I was saying, recently my wife bought me one of those Fujifilm Instax printers, you know. I think it is the Instax Mini printer. That is like a... You put those Instax Mini camera films they have, you know, that sort of like reveal the image instantaneously into a printer, and then you can use it to print I can't speak today to print photos from your cell phone. I don't know why that scout jumped up, but okay, we are on a roll here. And I'm actually very hyped for using that printer. I think it will be a lot of fun to be able to, you know, take silly photos with my family and friends and instantaneously print it for everyone, you know, to kind of like hand out as gifts. I think that would be fun. And I saw Capoeira player commenting there about taking pictures with his family, and I remembered about that. You know. Have any of you fellas already used that sort of printer? I'm actually hyped for it. You know, it's been a while since I've been hyped for something that I bought actually, or that someone bought for me, and I'm very hyped for that. Kind of a silly thing to be hyped about, but I am hyped. I think it would be nice to be able to print those photos like that. So yeah. Hey, hello there, Desk. Arrived later. No, not at all, Desk. We are kind of like midway through the stream. I think I'll play a bunch more matches, so feel free to connect and play with us if you want. It will be very nice. We are on the London server today, by the way. And Captain Putz's main. Hello, Captain Putz's main. Glad to have you here. And also, Ghost Eyesight is saying there. Question: do you care about how many views your videos get? That's a very interesting question, Ghost Eyesight. You know, I think it is kind of obvious, the answer, but that's an interesting question, and I'm gonna talk about it a little bit. I think, you know, if I really cared about how many views my videos get, I would not be making TF2 content. I think I would be making, you know, Fortnite content, or perhaps, you know, Valorant content, or even CSGO content, because those games are a lot more popular than TF2, and you kind of like have a better chance of getting lots of views, you know, making content for those games. There is, you know, quite a bunch of big TF2 YouTubers that get lots of views, but even those, if you really ask them, you know, they're gonna say, you know, if I was doing this merely for views, I would be doing this for a more popular game. TF2, come on, come on, no! And you're laughing about me, Banana Man, no. Okay. But yeah, you know, even those large TF2 YouTubers are gonna tell you probably that if all they cared was about views, then they would probably not be making TF2 content. I think a good example of this is Musak, you know. He used to be, like, for one moment in the TF2ber history, he used to be the main TF2 YouTuber making content in English, you know, worldwide. And because, you know, he made a business of what he was doing, he decided to jump ship to Overwatch and then to Fortnite, because he would get more views like that. So, you know, at least in my experience, people who really care about getting lots of views are not making TF2 content, you know, and that's certainly my case. I like when a video of mine gets plenty of views, you know, when it kind of like bursts out of my regular bubble or my regular community. That's always a good feeling, and I try to make my videos appealing, you know, to do that. But it's not really my main goal here. So if a video I post doesn't get many views, I really don't care, you know. I like to separate my content here on this channel in two categories. Kind of like the everyday videos that I post just to keep the channel active, and those are mainly my stream highlights. You know, I do these streams. Come on. I do these streams and then I cut sections when I am discussing about something into separate videos. And those videos I mostly do to, you know, keep the channel afloat, to kind of like tell YouTube, hey, this channel is active, this is not a retired channel, I'm still working on it. And also because not everyone gets to watch these streams, so doing that is a good way of sharing with them what happens in these streams, you know. And it is also a good way to invite people to watch the stream, because they see me talking to you fellas on stream, on the videos, and then they are like, I guess I'll go watch that stream someday because I want to chat with this particular YouTuber as well. He's a cool guy or something like that, you know. That happens a lot. I oftentimes see people who comment on the videos and then appear on stream here to have a chat, and that's a very good thing. I really appreciate it. And the other type of content that I try to make, and that one I don't rush, I make it in my own time, you know, I take my time doing it, and those are video essays or short discussion videos, you know. I imagine most people who subscribe to me here are subscribing because of those videos, because I try to make them a bit more produced, you know, higher quality. Not the best quality, but higher quality. I try to hold myself to a higher standard on those discussion videos. And, you know, those I really like when they have a lot of views, but even those I'm not making to get a lot of views. I'm kind of like making TF2 content to, you know, contribute my share into keeping this game alive. I think that having YouTube content about TF2 is very important to the game's longevity. I think if it weren't for TF2 YouTubers in the history of TF2 making TF2 videos, this game would have probably faded out already. So I think content creators are not solely responsible, but are very responsible collectively for keeping this game alive. And I want to do my part in that, you know, kind of like in that movie. What's the name of the movie? I think it's Starship Troopers. It's an old movie, but who of you remembers Starship Troopers? There's a part in which a soldier says, I'm doing my part, you know, just like that with the head turn. And I like to think I'm doing my part as well. And I do this because I also enjoy doing it, you know, and the community aspect of it is what interests me the most. So actually, Ghost Eyesight, whenever I've published a video, I pay more attention to these sorts of comments that I get than to the number of views. You know, I actually want to see if people who watched the video enjoyed it, you know, or have something to say about it, or kind of like, that was funny, haha, I liked it, you know, something like that. That's a lot more significant for me than the number of views by itself, you know. This is actually a pretty cool poster, you know. And we have that Pyro just went here to check me out and went away. Okay, but this 2/4 version here really has a pretty cool aesthetic. I really like it. Pretty cool. So yeah, that's the thing with my channel. I just want to have fun, really, and do stuff that I find meaningful. I'm not doing this to grind you know, the steps of the YouTube ladder. I'm not interested in that. I would like to be able to live from YouTube, you know, that's kind of like, I think, and let me help this man here. A dream of everyone who is making videos on YouTube or live streaming on other platforms and stuff like that. It would be neat to be able to pay my personal bills being a professional YouTuber. But that's not really my goal, and because of that I don't really care that much, you know, about views and subscriber counts or anything like that. I get happy whenever a video is a success, but no pressure, you know. That's my policy with both my YouTube channels. I have another channel, for those of you who don't know, Oh Yeah Games. That's kind of like my Brazilian channel, in which I make content in Brazilian Portuguese. But I don't really stress that much about it. So yeah, if you're thinking about starting out YouTube yourself, you know, any of you, I highly recommend, you know, you start with this mindset. Kind of like, this is a hobby, this is a game, this is something you do for fun. And, you know, you don't really expect much from anything. I know, okay, I thought you were a spy, Marley. So yeah, you know, don't expect much from your channels. Over the years, I've been doing TF2 videos for what? Almost 10 years now. I started on my other channel in 2013 actually. And over the years I've seen many smaller creators start and kind of like get discouraged because they don't see the growth or the success that they were expecting to see in the time that they were expecting it, you know. And that sucks, but I think the way they are thinking is actually flawed, you know. They should not be making this to get big or to grow, or, you know, they should be doing this for fun. And if you're not having fun, don't do it, you know. That's how I think about YouTube. But I know that's something that doesn't work for everyone. It's just my personal take on it. There are some people that are very, you know, keen on making their channels a success, you know, in terms of subscribers. Come on, Josonel. That was a nice shot, Josonel, for sure. You know, a success in terms of views and subscriber count. But I don't think that's really the main thing you should be looking for. So yeah. What else are you saying there? Let me see. Sofek saying, I bought that kind of printer, the Instax printer, for my mom because she likes taking family pictures. Ah, that's very nice, Sofek. Yeah, you know, that's exactly why I wanted to kind of like print out the pictures I think are the best, because it is cool having them on their cell phones. But I'm old-fashioned in that sense. I like to have physical objects, you know, to hold the physical photo. That sort of stuff is pretty cool in my opinion. It is very nice. And Capital Puts is saying there, in other hand, from making TF2 content, you have a much more loyal public and not kind of like a generic public. Yeah, that's true, Capital Puts I've seen that myself, you know. The viewers that come to a TF2 channel usually are more united in the sense that they form a community more easily, I believe. So that can be a blessing and a curse for some people. For me, it is a blessing, really. I never had problems with my TF2 viewers, you know, from both my channels. But I know some creators that don't like that sort of community aspect of it. I personally like it, but okay. And Hov is saying, thing is with views is that if you get 100,000 views on a video and then on another one you get like 100 or 500, it means that those people are the loyal viewers who will be there to watch your stuff. And Hov is also saying, I always focus on the videos that don't get that many views because it means that those people will be there to watch instead of the people who come because of the algorithm. Yeah, that's completely true, Hov, for sure. It is kind of like a group of people that will be there to support your content. Yeah, that's completely true. And it is even more interesting, you know, to kind of like think about this. Who is my regular viewers? Who are they? Because nowadays YouTube Analytics actually tells you how many views you got from regular viewers and how many you got from new viewers, you know, and it's interesting to compare those metrics. You know, whenever I'm trying to kind of like study why a video of mine was kind of like such a hit, I always check those numbers. It is a very interesting metric. So yeah, very interesting question there, Ghost Eye. I really appreciate it. You know, it is food for thought, for sure. Okay, we have here, Uncle Leo went back to the caber. Okay, but just for a while there. Yeah, always playing with the caber is not very fun. Yesterday I was trying to do something similar with that weapon for pyro. What's the name of it? This one here, the hot hand. I was doing, as you can see, a karate pyro here, and I was only using the hot hand with the jetpack, the thermal thruster, and it was a lot of fun. But if I were to always play like that, it would get, you know, boring very quickly. So those things are cool to do for a while, but not for very long. Okay, so we have this spawn closed. Let's try to get to the other spawn. Yeah, we got you there. And we have here a pyro walking into walls. No problem, my friend. No problem, he was confused. No, I will get punished. I tried to... thank you so much, having a bit of mercy. Okay, let's do this. Rock, paper, scissors. Let's see who wins. Come on, I lost it. It is Uncle Leo. Okay, I didn't recognize your sniper loadouts, my friend. That end of the line weapon is a pretty cool one. You know, I really like the look of it, and the name you placed on it is pretty cool as well. So yeah. Desk is asking if I'll open cases today. Not today, Desk. I've already, you know, spent. I was gonna say spend it, but I already spent my quota of money on TF2 keys for this update. So I will not be opening cases anytime soon. Perhaps on the next Screen Fortress I'll open some, you know, to support workshop creators, and because it is fun. I think it is fun, you know. It is a waste of money, but it is a fun waste of money, I think. But I don't really recommend you fellas open cases. Come on, you exploded yourself. Okay. But not today, Desk. Enhanced saying there, I also think it's interesting that a game with 4 or 5 years of no balance updates and people still find ways to keep the game fresh. Yeah, you know, that's true about TF2 YouTubers. There's a lot of, you know, doing the same over and over again. It's kind of like what I do in my live streams. I just play the game. But I really find it interesting when other creators find interesting ways to play the game, or kind of like revisit weapons that people don't really use nowadays, and then they find a cool use case for it, you know. It is pretty cool. I think there is really not many communities around like the TF2 community, in the sense that most multiplayer games that are not updated for like 1 or 2 years die off, and that's really not the case with TF2. We are spawn camping hard here. Okay, let's grab the intelligence here. Let's or perhaps not. Let's try to get the snipers through here again, just like I did the other time. You see, they don't really pay attention to that area of their spawn. For a while I was very confused, you know, why, for example, spies could get behind me when I was in that battlement. And when I discovered that outside path, it was mind-blowing for me. It is a very cool path to follow, regardless of the class you're using. Very sneaky. So yeah. And Banana Man is saying, do you like the sun on a stick? Yes, I actually do. I think it is a very useful weapon for scout. Very useful against pyros. And Fitzgarrett is asking, what is a new viewer? I mean, when I say new viewer, I mean like a new subscriber to my channel, you know, someone who isn't familiar with my content that suddenly becomes a viewer of my content. That's what I mean. Is that a weird thing to say, a new viewer? Because for me it's you know, kind of obvious. But English is not my native language, so perhaps it is weird. But that's what I mean, Fitzgerald. And Mateus is asking if I like custom HUDs on TF2. I used to use Eevee HUDs a lot back in the day, but currently I don't really feel the need to use a custom HUD. So, meh, I'm kinda indifferent to them nowadays. And Fluffy wants to know who I main. If I were to say I main a class, I think I would say I main Soldier. It is my most played class by far, you know. The one I actually enjoy the most, I think. So I think I would be a Soldier main, you know. When I played competitive, I played a little bit of Highlander, you know, some matches, as Heavy and as Medic. And when I played sixes, you know, the 6 versus 6 competitive, I played as Demoman and as Medic. So none of those opportunities I actually played as Soldier, but I think I would be a Soldier main, you know, if we go by most played class. So that's the one. So yeah, what else are you saying there? I Hobby Sniper saying that there were 2 messages in chat with suspicious links. Very nice, Hobby, thank you so much for your help with moderation. I think those messages didn't even show up for you fellas, if I'm not mistaken, because I actually blocked links on chat here. They should not show up. But thank you very much, Hobby, for actually deleting them. I appreciate it. So yeah, fellas. I'm Fitzgerald saying new subscriber. What is that? I think you're playing jokes now, Fitz. Falou, Fitz. See you next time. Yeah, I'll be finishing stream right now, fellas. We're clocking close to 1 hour. That's usually for how long I do these streams. For those of you who are new here, you know, if this is your first time watching the stream, welcome and thank you very much. And also, thank you very much to everyone who came to play with us, you know, to have a chat, to have a good time. I really appreciate you fellas keeping me company. So thank you very much, you know. Here's a big heart for all of you. And I wish you all have a wonderful week. We'll talk again to each other next Sunday. So yeah, fellas, tchau, tchau, falou, até mais, bye bye everyone. See you next time.